So we'll continue with the revision and then we'll see that one slide and then we'll see what we can do. Yeah. So this slide, did you guys see it last week? Yes. So what does this represent? Implantation and ectopic pregnancy. So can you tell me what is the most common site of ectopic pregnancy? Tubal part. Okay, which part of the tube actually? Ampulla. So what exactly happens at the ampulla of the fallopian tube normally? Fertilization occurs. Okay. So what are the other common sites where implantation can occur? Okay. It can happen at the interstitial part then? Ovary. Okay, what about this area here? That is the? What is this part? This wavy thing you're seeing? Mesentery. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So same thing. Okay. So we have put each chart and correlated it with that of the pictures from the Langman book. Okay. So all of you have your Langman's embryology book. Okay. If you don't have, get an e-book. Okay. So whatever models we are displaying here, no, whatever charts we are displaying here, mostly it's taken from Langman only. Okay. So same picture only we have put here. You can correlate and read. Okay. Yeah. So next one. What about this one? Placenta previa. Straight away placenta previa. Okay. 4th row center girl. What are you doing? Over their book. Okay. Yeah. So is this placenta previa? Not all. Okay. So which one is the normal one here? First one. Okay. So first one is the normal site of implantation of the placenta. Okay. So what about these things? 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Everything is abnormal. Okay. Placenta previa is otherwise known as what kind of placenta? It's otherwise known as low-lying placenta. Okay. So take a look at picture number 2. Is it low-lying? No. Okay. What about the third one? Yes. Where is it present actually? It is present close to the internal os. Okay. So this opening here between the uterine cavity and the cervix is known as the internal os. Okay. So the third picture which you are seeing, you can see that the placenta is lying very close to the margin of the internal os. So what has happened in the 4th and the 5th picture? Partial covering. 4th one or 5th one? Yeah. So when you see in the 4th one, you can see that it is partially closed. The internal os is partially closed. And when you see in the 5th one, it is completely closed. So what about the 6th picture? What has happened to the placenta here? Completely what? Is it covering the internal os? No. So what has happened here in this picture? Where is it implanted, the placenta? All over. Okay. So it is occupying the whole of the walls of the uterine cavity, but it is not closing the internal os. Okay. So did you guys see this chart last week? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So if they show you this chart, don't straight away jump into placenta previa. First tell you these are the sites of the implantation of the placenta. Okay. So first one you can tell is normal. Normally it lies close to the upper part of the uterine cavity or the fundal portion of the uterine cavity, and then you can talk about placenta previa. First you have to say what is placenta previa. It's a low-lying placenta and there are different grades to it. You have different grades or different degrees. You have 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, like that you have to explain. Okay. Okay, so same thing is given in this picture. Okay. So the third chart, what is this one showing? Development of what? Primitive streak. So which one is primitive streak? Okay, I'll point out and show certain structures. What is this one? This is oropharyngeal membrane or the buccopharyngeal membrane. What about this one? That is the cloacal membrane. Okay, so what is this line you are seeing here? This is the primitive streak, and this one? Primitive node. Okay. What are we seeing here in this one? Gastrulation. So when does gastrulation normally occur? At which week? It occurs at 3rd week. So gastrulation is formation of the how many layers? 3 layers. Can you name the 3 layers which are formed now? Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Okay, so gastrulation occurs at 3rd week. Okay, and it is nothing but development of the 3 layers which are the ectoderm, mesoderm and the endoderm. Okay, so the bluish one, Is it ectoderm, endoderm or mesoderm? It is ectoderm. So what is these red dots which you're seeing here? Those will be the infiltrating mesoderm. And here, endoderm. Okay, yeah. So what about the first picture? All these we saw. What about this one? It is showing development of, what is it showing? The first one. Okay, you are able to see two cavities. So what are the two cavities which are normally formed? Amniotic cavity and definitive yolk sac. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The same thing in this picture, able to see. You are seeing two cavities and you are seeing two layers here. Okay. And all rest of the parts is shown. Okay. Same thing here. You are seeing the infiltrating mesoderm here. Okay. This one, development of notochord. Okay. Notochord or neural tube? Or both? Both you are able to see. Okay. So I'll show you some structures. The bluish cavity is, what is this one? Amniotic cavity. Okay. So what is this small opening we are seeing here? This is known as the neurenteric canal. Okay. The yellowish one? Endoderm. And what about the cavity present here? Definitive yolk sac. Okay. So how are these two pictures different from each other? This one and this one. Are you seeing the canal here? Is it different section of the same thing or different section? Okay. So now tell me, what are the layers you're seeing here? Ectoderm, then mesoderm and endoderm. And what about this blackish dot here? That will be the notochord. Okay. Yeah. Same thing we've shown here. This one. You guys saw this chart last week? No. Okay. Did you see it this week during dissection? Some are saying yes, some are saying no. Yes or no? Okay. Somebody said yes. So can you tell me what is this? Formation of the intraembryonic mesoderm. Okay, anybody else saw this chart apart from her? I think she is from batch D. Rest of you from D batch. Did you see this chart? Okay, so we will see. Okay, so first tell me same things again. What are these two? Amniotic cavity and primitive yolk sac. Okay, and this one? Notochord. Okay. So you're seeing two arrows here, right? What are these two arrows indicating? Splanchnopleuric mesoderm. Any other answer? Okay, he's telling splanchnopleuric mesoderm. Anything else? Okay, so tell me, what is this bluish layer you're seeing here? Syncytiotropoblast. Okay, so only syncytiotropoblast is here. Cyto. Okay. So at this stage, is the placental villi formed or not in this picture? Partially formed, primary. Okay. So placental villi, I think it was covered this week. Okay. So there are three kinds of placental villi, right? So we have primary, secondary, and tertiary. So what are the two components which make up the primary placental villi? Syncytiotropoblast and cytotrophoblast. And what about the secondary villi? Yeah, so we have syncytiotropoblast, cytotrophoblast, and intervening mesoderm. Okay. And what gets added to that to form the tertiary villi? We have the fetal blood vessels. Okay. So all these three will be able to see here. And this reddish thing, nobody has told so far. This greenish one also. Again, mesoderm. Extraembryonic mesoderm. Which one is extraembryonic mesoderm? There are two green lines here, right? So there is one here, and there is one surrounding this, and there is a space between these two. Extraembryonic mesoderm. Yeah. So the reddish arrow represents extraembryonic mesoderm then. What about the cavity you are seeing here? The outer cavity which you are seeing here. Extraembryonic coelomic cavity. Is it so? This one, the outermost cavity which you're seeing here. Oh no. Okay. Was this taken in the lecture? This picture. Did you guys see this one? Not this picture. Okay. Maybe in subsequent classes you will see. Okay. So I wanted to find out just the name of this cavity here. Okay. Present between these two layers. Extraembryonic mesoderm is right. Okay. The villi is right. Okay. Rest of things which I've said is right. Just find out what is the cavity present between these two. Okay. Same picture is given in the book. This we've already seen. This one. Formation of what you are seeing here? Formation of embryo. Formation of? Okay, first you are able to see a cavity here. Okay. Later it has pushed out and obliterated the whole of the uterine cavity and occupied that. So what is this one? Amniotic cavity. Okay. Okay. Okay, these things same repetition. Okay, what is formed here? Okay, you have two kinds of cell masses forming, inner and outer. So what is the outer one known as? Trophoblast. Inner cell mass is otherwise known as embryoblast. Okay, so what has happened here in this picture? Formation of the amniotic cavity and the yolk sac. Okay, so first you are seeing two kinds of cell masses being formed. The outer one will be the trophoblast and the inner cell mass will be the embryoblast. Later cavities are formed inside. What about the germ layers here? Is it formed here? Epi and hypoblast. Not it. Oh. Okay, I'll show one more picture. What about in this one? Is epiblast and hypoblast formed here? Yes. Okay, so the bluish layer you're seeing here, is it epi or hypoblast? Epiblast. Okay, and the reddish one? Hypoblast. Okay. Same thing. Here, how are these two different? Or are these two the same? Connecting stalk is formed. Okay. Anything else? This one. Now, how are these two different? The D and E. This is D. Okay. This is E. Chorionic cavities formed. Okay. Chorionic cavities formed. Okay, I'll show one more picture. Yeah. Correlate with this one and see. So what cavity is formed here? Extra. What are you seeing extra here? You are able to see the two cavities which I have already told. One is the amniotic cavity and the other one is the yolk sac. Okay. Anything else you are able to see here? Any other cavity being formed here? The chorionic cavity you are able to see here. Okay. Yeah. So moving on to today's portion actually. Okay. Only one chart is there to be covered. A bit of placenta. Okay. So this is primary one. Okay. And this is secondary and this is tertiary. So primary, you guys all told me it has two layers, right? It has syncytial trophoblast, it has cytotrophoblast. Okay. So primary is here. So which is syncytial and which is cytotrophoblast? What is this greenish tree-like things which you are seeing? Those are cytotrophoblast. So then where is syncytial trophoblast here? What is this brownish layer and what is this part you are seeing? Okay, here you are seeing the villi. Okay, and this will be the mesoderm. Okay, extraembryonic mesoderm. Okay, how you can find that out is, can you see the secondary picture? Okay, you can see this has invaded into the villi. Okay, so that is extraembryonic mesoderm, and so this is syncytial and cytotrophoblast. And what has happened here? The fetal blood vessels have actually invaded. Okay, so that is the maternal side. Okay, and this is the fetal side. of the placenta, and here you are seeing the villi. Okay, so in primary villi you will have syncytial cytotrophoblasts. In secondary, additionally you will have invasion of extra embryonic mesoderm, and in tertiary, when you see, there will be invasion of blood vessels, fetal blood vessels, into the substance of the placental villi, finally forming the tertiary placental villi. Okay, so when this chart is given, you have to say what is primary, secondary, tertiary, what are its components, and at which day it is formed, each is formed. Okay, so can you tell me when is primary formed, when is secondary, when is tertiary formed? Primary placental villi, when is it formed? Day or week, or day is better, I think. Primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary villi, day 13, day 15, day 17. You guys don't know which day it was formed? No, not even one. Okay, all of you have your books in front. Some of you have your gross books in front. Huh? Third week. Fine, we have lots of time. Only one chart is there extra. Find out, open your books and find out and tell me. Placental villi, primary, secondary, tertiary, frequently asked question. Okay. It was one of the questions for model exams for your seniors. Okay. Placental villi was asked. That's why I keep on insisting on this. Okay. 13, 15, 17. Huh? Day? Day 13. Day 13 is for primary villi. Okay. What about secondary and tertiary? Secondary and tertiary, find out. 17, 19, 21. Last row doesn't have a book. You guys will find and tell me when is secondary and tertiary villi formed. Don't borrow books from others. You don't have your own book. But not even one. Only download. Okay. That is fine. You three. Don't have books, don't have phone. Anybody? Did anyone find out? Secondary villi. Anyone found out? Day 13 alone. alone, how did you find out then? Primary placental layer. Nobody found out. Beginning of 30 and end of 30. Okay, that answer somebody already told. Okay. Okay, for now just remember beginning and end of 30. But I wanted to find out the exact date. Okay, day 13 is right for primary will, right? Okay. Okay, somebody found out 16 and 16 and 17. 16 and 21. Okay, so 13, 16, 21. Okay, that's the timeline. So day 13, day 16 and day 21 for development of primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay. Okay, have you seen this chart before? No. Was development of somates taken? Yes, taken. Okay. So, what are these you're seeing? The blackish ones which you're seeing? These are somates. Okay. So, we keep on repeating the word somates. So, what are somates exactly? How are they formed? They formed from mesoderm. Okay. What do they give rise to, somates? Are they present in pairs or are they unpaired somates? Okay, they are small bars of mesoderm which you find, okay, and they are present in pairs. So can you tell me how many pairs of somates are present initially and how many will persist after that? With 18. Okay, any other answers? Somates. How many pairs of somates are there initially? 21. Okay, they are reduced to how many pairs finally? Okay, lot of answers I'm getting 18, 21, 42. Somates, how many pairs of somates are there initially? And how many will persist? What you guys are telling somates was taken and then you are telling you no. Okay, at least tell me what does the somates give rise to? How are they split? Sclerotome, myotome, then dermatome. Okay, so it gives rise to three components. It is split into three. One is sclerotome, myotome and dermatome. Okay, so as the name implies, what does it give rise to? Sclerotome, myotome and dermatome. It gives rise to the vertebral column and the ribs. Okay, which part? Sclerotome, myotome or dermatome? Sclerotome. Okay, so always remember the term sclero means when it comes, you remember it is related to bones. Okay, myotome means muscles and dermatome means skin. Okay, so sclerotome gives rise to the vertebral column and the ribs. Okay, what about myotome? What does it give rise to? Muscles. Muscles everywhere in the body. What does it give rise to? Which group of muscles? Skeletal and smooth. Oh. Skeletal and smooth. The myotome. Any of these two? Giving me choice. Myotome, what does it give rise to? Muscles of the back. Okay. Yeah. What about dermatome then? Dermis of the skin. It gives rise to the dermis of the skin. Dermis of the skin means all the components of the dermis or just the connective tissue? What else is there in the dermis? So we have connective tissue fibers then. Do we have any receptors there? Yes. Okay. So all these will come from dermatome. No. Okay, find out. Okay. So somates, okay, they are paired. Okay, they give rise to three kinds of components. We have sclerotome, myotome and dermatome. Okay, they will again give rise to certain group of muscles, and they have bones, and finally they will give rise to the dermis of the skin. Okay, so dermis of skin means find out whether it gives rise to all the components of the dermis, or is it only confined to the connective tissue then.